I'm Wes Fromm here with head coach Tom Kearly. Coach just finished up week 7. You got 3 to go. But talk about the Ferris game overall.
Well, we got beat by a very good football team, Wes. There's no sugarcoating that in any way that you'd like to. They played better than us. They beat us. It's a good football team. I do think when we watched the film, there was things that what we were disappointed in, that that we gave them opportunities. I don't think it was a 37-3 game. When you look at the statistics, the total offense was within 80 yards of each other. We held them to 200 yards below their average. They're 1 for 8 in third downs, which they were over 60% before going in. So we did some good things, but we turned it over 3 times and then had a fake punt that didn't work. So there's 4 short fields for them, and they capitalized. And we got inside the red zone 3 times and only got 3 points. So we have ourselves to blame, but that was a good football team that beat us.
When you look at the Bulldogs, how do they compare to some of the elite teams that you've seen over the years?
Well, I don't want to play anybody better than them. Whoever beats them, I'd just soon keep them off our schedule. They do a lot of things well. The quarterback, is the key to it, and that starts. I think defensively, their box, the front part of the box was very stout. I thought we blocked well, and then all of a sudden things closing, and something where you think you've got a hole, and then all of a sudden there's somebody there. I was very impressed with with the front half of their defense.
I know you don't like to pin a game on one play, but the fumble on our opening drive, if that goes a different way and maybe we get some points on that drive, you think it's a different game?
Well, I don't know. You'd like to think so. That hurt. First, 3rd and 3, and we run the option, and we've got the first down pretty easily, and and have the bad pitch and don't recover it, and they get it. And then the other thing that was huge is we got out of that first half only 2 scores down. And then kick to them, hold them, force them to punt. Don't catch the punt. It hits on the 21-yard line, rolls down to our 1, and then the first play we run power and put the ball on the turf, and now they're first and goal on the 5. Bang, they're in, and then then it was boom. Then you saw what they could do, the explosiveness, and then all of a sudden, from 2 scores down, it's we're hanging on not to get embarrassed.
Seemed like another key point in that game was, you're right, we were down, I think 13-0, but we had the ball deep in their territory and in the red zone, and ended up turning it over on downs.
Right. We did. We were what amounts to our goals were 0 for 3 in the red zone. We kicked a field goal, but that drive we actually got down in where we were first and goal, and of course if we get first and goal, our goal is to get to 7.
Well, we're 6-1 on the season, and I know if somebody offered that to you before the season starts, you'd probably snap that up. And you got still an opportunity to make the playoffs. We just got the region rankings out. Talk about where you feel like your team sits right now.
Well, our big task right now is what's facing us Saturday. We're going into Ohio to play a good football team, and you watch them on film. The more you watch them on film, you realize how good a football team is. And the other thing is how they're peaking, how well they're playing. We watched that Hillsdale game, and I don't know if I've seen a team play harder. Gary's done a nice job with them, and they are playing hard and playing well, and the quarterback's making a lot of plays, and defensively they're coming after you, and we can't look ahead because our task is monumental, Saturday at Tiffin.
Yeah, it seems like the schedule this year has gone maybe a little different, and week after week it's big game after big game. Maybe at the start of the season you'd maybe look past the Tiffin game, but right now you go Grand Valley to Ferris to Tiffin and then to Ashland, and that's 4 really tough games in a row.
Right. We playing their record. They're 5-3, and then Ashland's 7-1, and Lake Erie is I think 4-4. So we play 3 teams with winning records or 500 the last 3 on our schedule.
How about as you look at the region rankings, what do you see there?
Well, it's a fight, right now to try to get yourself in those playoffs. There's 4 of us in our league that all have 1 loss or less, and we're all fighting. Ashland's got to play Grand Valley. Of course, we play Ashland. Ohio Dominican has got 3 left that they have to play. I think, of course, Ferris is in the the catbird seat, if you would, because they're undefeated and they've got I think 2 of their last 3 at home.
What do you think to get a win at Tiffin? What aspect of our game do we need to excel at this weekend?
Well, I think our secondary has to play well. I think we have to defend the pass. Right now, statistically, they're, I think, second or third in the league in passing. And, that quarterback's running around making plays. I mean, he's got some plays last week that, that they had him contained. Hillsdale had him stopped, and all of a sudden, it's 40 yards down the field. And offensively, we have to execute. I think that's the big one. We have to be able to run the football. If they're going to play some man coverage, which they have, we're going to have to win some matchups, and, Tyler's got to get him the football.
Have a great game.
Thanks, Wes.